Our first guest tonight, well, he bolsters the Trump administration's impeachment strategy every day. Joining us now, Special Advisor to President Trump, former Treasury spokesman Tony Sayegh. Tony, good to have you with us. I mean, your blood must boil as you hear this recount from the Inspector General, and then to whitewash the absence of political bias in its very origins. I can't even contrive myself any path to a conclusion that there was no political bias. But your reaction?
Lou, it's good to be with you. Look, every American who actually gets to understand what is in this IG report from the Inspector General Horowitz from the Department of Justice has to be shocked that our government, from the FBI to others at the highest levels during the Obama administration, spied and lied about looking into a political opponent. Something sounds familiar, right? When you have governments who are now interfering with the campaign of then candidate and now President Donald Trump. And the abuse of power here is on so many different levels. And you're right, it does get your blood boiling for the president, but for any American who believes in their privacy rights, who believes in their civil liberties and their constitutional rights. And by the way, Lou, you know, we don't often find agreement with the president or people running to his defense from the left. But even the ACLU has pointed out the abuse of this FISA process. The New York Times itself, too, because people understand you have to have fundamental rights protected, and when you don't, that's when you have a real major issue in this country.
I'll be more impressed, frankly, Tony, when the ACLU and the New York Times actually demands an end to the impeachment proceedings, actually apologizes for their roles as complicit actors in the attacks on this president over the course of the first 3 years of his presidency. We'll give them the campaign period in which they were spying on him. Just apologize for what they've done to a sitting president. It is beyond comprehension that the Democrats are going ahead with impeachment on two issues: on abuse of power, that is really extraordinary, and of course the obstruction of justice. As one wag put it, it's almost like, well, I won't even go into the metaphor. It is so aggravating to even imagine that he has to face this impeachment effort. Can you imagine how this is going to unwind? Where are we headed, and what do you expect?
Lou, the obstruction charge is completely made up. They actually know they can't get him on obstruction of justice, so they come up with this obstruction of Congress term. Everybody knows there are separate branches of government that are all co-equal, that have protections of privilege under separation of powers. They never even went to the court to challenge that or get relief. So there's clearly no obstruction at all. And on the abuse of power, it's the Democrats abusing power. I mean, they've trivialized one of the most monumental tools the Constitution gives them, the power of impeachment, to go down this highly baseless path without any fact, without any evidence of any criminality whatsoever. They basically are impeaching the president because they don't like him. And they've been trying to do it from the very beginning. And tonight, you have the Judiciary Committee, which traditionally and historically has been the committee that runs impeachment. They're wrapping up. They're marking up these articles, these two very thin and weak articles. They've not called one fact witness, one person to testify on any evidence or fact in front of the committee that's supposed to be running impeachment. It goes to show you what a sham it's been all along.
Yeah, I was going to say an absence of facts has not been any kind of impediment to the radical Dems and this farce that they've called an inquiry. Tony Sayegh, great to see you. Thanks so much.